Welcome to my channel. Just keep swimming 1111. I hope you guys are doing okay. Today, if you're tuning in, this is going to be an Earth sign collective reading. So if you're just listening and it just streamed on over, just know this is going to be for the signs Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Now, if you're watching this and you're like, uh-oh, well, I'm not Earth, I should click off. Maybe it's about someone you love. Also, check your Vedic sidereal placements. Vedic sidereal is an East Indian kind of astrology, and they base it quite differently than American or just Western astrology. So where most cases, not all cases, but most cases of people that are Gemini are actually Taurus. And most cases for people that are actually Libra actually fall under the category of Virgo. So if you're a Libra, chances are maybe you're a Virgo. And same with Capricorn. For most people, not all cases, but most people that are Aquarius fall under Capricorn and Vedic sidereal. So please check those placements. And if you're wanting to know how do I check my placements, you would need to know your birth time. So I hope you have your birth certificate handy. If not, your best educated guess will work, but it will not be spot on, okay? So it has to be spot on. The rising sign changes every 2 minutes of birth time. So you can imagine if people get even 30 minutes wrong, it could be way off on a rising sign. So anyways, let's see what's going on right here in this reading. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. If you guys want to check your placements, you guys can Google search Vault of the Heavens Lahiri Ayanamsha with an A, A-Y-A, Aya Namsha. So Lahiri Ayanamsha. All right, so let's get into the earth signs. Spirit, please guide and direct me in this message. Help me to get the truth to the person that needs to hear it. Show me the loudest message that is needed and the most understanding that we can possibly get from it. Speak loud and clear to me. Spirit guides be with me. Help me notice all the small little things. Put things in there that are going to make sense. All right. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Oh, let me fix this just a little bit. Okay. Bottom of the deck here, we have broken karmic cycles. Breaking those karmic chains, quitting those toxic patterns, working on yourself, improving yourself, taking care of business. This is knocking out some bad behavior, honestly. Enough of the fucking bad behavior. Whether it's a bad habit, a bad choice of person that you're with, a toxic job, just, you know, those damn cycles that keep you stuck and chained into mediocrity and just passive aggressive, just stillness in your life where nothing changes, nothing grows. You know, you're done. You're just done. The overall underall is whether either by choice or by universal decision, this freaking old habits and old problems and old situations, they've got to go. Out with the old, in with the new is kind of that little vibration for me. Okay, so let's take a look over here and see how your life is going. Okay, so we've got the Empress. This could be pregnancy. This could also just be mothering, nurturing. It could be someone is feeling very sensitive, very into their femininity. Even if you're a male, you might be feeling more sensitive at this time. You might also be going through a cycle. Maybe it's, you know, midlife, you know, whatever that is for you ladies. And for the men, you know, it could be that you're just being a lot more sensitive lately. You've grown and you've matured. But mostly for what the Empress stands for as a whole is birth, the birth of something new, bringing something new into your world, into your life. And it is about planting the seed. Ironically, that's your thumbnail. A man planting seeds in the soil. That's what this Empress represents, a seed in the soil. And so something is growing inside of you, okay? Maybe for some of you guys, literally. Maybe for some of you guys, it's just metaphorical. But there is something inside of you changing and maturing and growing. And yes, this is about maturity because the Empress does represent midlife, prime of life. So this is a deep maturity and a deep sense of understanding and wholeness also. So earth signs, you're feeling like, what, do you have the Midas touch? For a lot of you guys, you may have, you know, for men, maybe you have planted a seed in your partner. She's pregnant. All right, for some of you fellas, that's what's going on. You have someone that is pregnant. For others of you, you are now getting married or are recently married or are engaged, and you're growing this new life with someone. You're buying a house, possibly, or you're looking to buy a house, or you're looking to start a family. You know what I mean? It's like I'm inquiring, I'm planting those seeds, I'm getting the foundation set so that I can build this. For others of you, if it's about work or something like that, this is, I'm extremely abundant. My business is growing, it's booming. Good things are happening to me in business. I've got a lot of opportunities. For other people at work, this is, you know what, my work is opening up a new position and I'm thinking of taking it. There's a new opportunity at my job. All right. Sun Val, oh, you had a comment. You're officially 40, guys. February 26th was my birthday. Sun Val, happy birthday. Happy birthday. That's my grandma's birthday, February 26th. That is so awesome. Congratulations, son, on your beautiful, made it to 40. You are wise. You are officially notated in history as wise and experienced and mature, right? Hey, that's awesome. I'm so glad. Happy birthday. All right, so yeah, there's this maturity, there's this growth here with these earth signs, and it's feeling good and it's feeling prosperous. It's also having a lot of creativity, so you might be really creative right now, getting on the drawing board, painting, possibly writing, cooking, singing, acting, whatever. You're just really in it. Oh, Sammy Carsley, thank you so much. Steph, this is for you and your gifts and the reading you so graciously gave me. The movie is called Peaceful Warrior. Watch it with your kids on YouTube. Love you. Oh, thank you so much, Sammy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bless you, love. I appreciate that. And you're welcome. So anyways, we are growing ourselves. We're maturing. And, you know, in a nutshell, maybe for the earth signs, you're growing up. You're just growing up. You're reaching a whole new level of maturity. You're not at the emperor status yet, because that's like ultimate maturity. But you are at a level of, I am very, very, very mature and ready to grow my life and grow up and just grow. I want you to think of this card as the word grow. Okay? So as we continue the reading, mark that as the word grow. Grow what? Let's see the next. Ooh, growing in discernment. Growing in understanding your karma. Growing in judgment. Growing up because there are things in the past that have come up recently and you need to take care of them. You know, this is addressing those bad habits because now you're looking back and you're like, damn, this particular habit has got me to a place I don't like. I would be a complete idiot. I would be stupid to figure out what my problem is and then continue doing it. That's redundant. And so I think you're looking back at your situation and just realizing wake up call, because this is a wake up call. So you are growing in your knowing. You are growing in your knowledge and your understanding. There's no going back. Once you see something that is plain as day, once it's been pointed out to you, this is your fucking problem. This is where you need to work on yourself or your life or whatever the situation is, you know. Once you reach that level, it's like, oh, okay, well, I would be ridiculous if I ever went back to that particular pattern. I need to stop repeating this. And anyways, this is just a wake-up call. So you're growing up and you are seeing your wake-up call. The next one here is the Knight of Cups. Now, usually this stands for love, but in this particular message, it's more of an emotional communication. And I think you are better communicating with someone. And we definitely have water all over here, Cancer, Pisces, energy, very strong. You could be dealing with that person. But this is a point where you've got to look at yourself and say, how am I emotionally communicating with the ones I love? This is questions too. Judgment, I want you to put question on that card, because you're questioning. You're looking at something in detail. You're, how do you say, you're reviewing. You're reviewing how you got where you're at. And this particular action is, how have I been communicating? I really feel this is more of a question. How have you been communicating? Is it loving? Is it kind? Is it compassionate? Is it harsh? Is it difficult? Whatever way you were communicating, whatever that question is, you've certainly gotten to a place with judgment where you want to communicate better. You want to be a more compassionate, loving, caring, understanding, affectionate person. I feel like you have been bottling up your emotions for quite some time. Steph, yes, you're going to be asking for help. Yeah, there's nothing to worry about. You probably haven't watched all my videos. You probably jump in and out of my videos, or you wouldn't have missed any announcements on it. I do not respond to emails. Everyone knows that. There's too many. I always say, if you want to communicate with me, do it in the comments section below a video. And Steph, never once have you commented below on a video. So I'd appreciate it if you would do that instead if you want to reach me. And those are being taken care of. I've mailed out many of them. There is still more to go. I have to admit, I had a lot going on and I still have some packages I need to get out. So you're probably on that list. If you were a recent order, that explains it even more. But yes, those are being taken care of. I know Markers is still waiting, and I know Marco is still waiting, and I know you're waiting, and I know there's several other people that are waiting. So you're not alone, you're not forgotten, you're not ignored. I just wish you would definitely comment on videos below with questions so I can answer you. That's the best way I communicate with my people. So just for the sake of everyone watching, as an announcement, if anybody has any questions for me, put them in the comments section below the video. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so we have this question about emotional integrity and am I communicating enough? Am I understanding enough? Am I feeling good about the way I present myself to other people? Let's go ahead and see the next one. Okay, so now we have 10 of Pentacles. And this is going to be responsibilities, family ties, family legacy. Yeah, no worries. 2019, yeah, no worries. You're still going to be having it. Marcos has been waiting since 2019 also. So don't worry. You're definitely not forgotten. I don't want you to feel like you are. You're definitely not forgotten. Okay, so this 10 of Pentacles situation is ultimate. It is the max. It is the most you can have, and it's in the upright. I do feel right now for the earth signs, this is your major card for stability, especially for an earth sign reading, because this is the card you want in an earth sign reading. I want to have 10 of Pentacles. Okay, I need that. All right. Thank you, Patrice. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you so much, Patrice. So yeah, this is definitely the one you want, which is the gift. And this does talk about children. It does talk about marriage. It does talk about owning a home. It does talk about family security, because usually it's about a gate or a big wall around a family. Okay, and this is a situation where you need to just really understand that you are protected. The family is safe. And maybe you want to communicate to someone, is my family safe? Am I protected? You want someone to feel that way. This could be your mom, that you want to say, look, Mom, you are safe, you are protected. You're welcome to be with me and live at my home. This could be talking to your children. Children, I love you. I want to take care of you. I want to be there for you. You're welcome to be in my presence. You're welcome to come possibly be in my home. You know, these are some karma with the Judgment card that comes back. Karma always comes back, and it shows up in weird ways. It just shows up, I don't know, but it can hit you emotionally a lot of the time. And so I think something from the past has come up, and you need to emotionally take some actions to show compassion, love, and mercy, understanding, and just affection to someone in particular, maybe a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, and give them some sense of protection and security. And, you know, maybe this is a gift. Maybe for some of you, this is a child you never knew you had. Maybe this is a child that felt abandoned. Maybe this is a child you've been waiting for, and you want to take care of this child. You know, this is a blessing, and it's like, I want to be a better person, honestly. I want to be a better person. And, you know, I hope you guys can work on whatever's going on here. Okay. So then we have the third party card. And this is feeling frustrated. This is being hurt. This is a broken heart. I hate to say this, but this could be about a failed marriage. This is making a lot of sense. Someone here has a failed marriage. It really is. And it's either going to resonate for some of you guys or it's not. But there may have been a failed engagement, a failed marriage, a failed family that didn't reach the birth. It didn't become what it needed to be. And this Knight of Cups is kind of, I'm sorry. I want to make this right. I should have done better by this family. I should have done better by you and what's been going on. I owe you. I owe you some sense of security. And I'm really hurt and I'm suffering because there's been a third party involved. This is hanging on to love, hanging on to a rose, which represents love. And the more you hang on to it, the more you bleed, the more you get hurt. You know, this was a very painful third-party situation, whatever this was. And believe me, this third-party situation has come back to haunt this earth sign individual. It really has, either because they've done something wrong or something wrong was done to them. But I just want you to know this past really did creep up. And someone's being put on blast. And it might just be on blast in their own mind, in their own feelings. Because this is on the inside with the Empress. Something's going on the inside. And it causes a great suffering and a great pain and just a great hardship. This is to the max. But mostly I think what I'm getting from all of this is I know I should have done better. That's judgment. It's always I should have done better. Anytime you get judgment, it's always that. I should have. Can I go back and fix that? You know, this most likely is a card of second chances as much as it is about bringing up the past. You know, and even the omen with Sammy coming in and bringing up the past, she's waiting on cards, is an omen. That maybe one of you guys or someone you love has been waiting also for many years with this Ten of Pentacles to fix a situation, remedy a situation, take care of it, and make right by it with your emotions, with your affection, with your love, with your caring, with your spiritual understanding. And nothing happens by accident. Everything happens for a reason. You know, only Spirit will understand divine timing, because this is also this card. Divine timing. There's a reason you must suffer through this. There's a reason you must be tested. There's a reason you must, because why? How compassionate are you? How understanding are you? How forgiving are you? How, what is your spiritual measure? You know what I mean? And this is a test. And Spirit's like, are you willing to get the Ten of Pentacles if you're willing to go through the trials and tribulations of this very emotional action? Because there's been some kind of a birth of a new you. And this birth, I mean, I don't think it's here yet because the Empress is pregnant. But we need that Emperor to bring some birth. And this is almost here. It's almost time. I feel like this is the contractions of labor. I feel like this is the beginnings of a new era. You know, this is the beginnings of the movement to come, which breaks these karmic cycles, gets us out of being stuck. And with the Ten of Pentacles, security is guaranteed. This is a guaranteed. Ten of Pentacles in the upright is you will have what you're deserving to have. You will have the ultimate. You will have that satisfaction, the security that's needed. That family will come into being and will be safe and protected. This is almost saying you will be safe. But here's this suffering with a third party because there's other people involved. I need to clarify that. Okay, I want to use this one for some reason. The Masculine's Madness. I just like there's some good messages in this particular deck. Please clarify the third party and judgment. Like, I need to know what this judgment is all about with the third party. Okay. We have two cards. Bottom of the deck, I'm absolutely obsessed with you. Obsession. So we do have someone that there's some toxic obsessions. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but this is not exactly a positive thing. Okay. I'm going to put that here. My mind is torturing me with reminders everywhere I go. I am tortured. Wow. Look at that. I'm obsessed and I'm tortured with what? Memories of the past. I'm obsessed and I'm tortured with this third-party person. There is this earth element going on here that's like, I cannot get over it. I'm absolutely stuck, fixated, tortured, reminded every day about a third-party situation. Guess what? I have news for the earth signs. Guess what this could also be about? Having a child in the past with a relationship that never made it to marriage. It was a whirlwind romance, possibly. It should have made it to commitment, but it didn't. And instead, this person either already had a wife or a husband, and that's the third party. Or this person left another person behind in the past for another person in which they committed themselves to. So they are tortured by this decision in the past, and they are reminded every day of the fuck up, basically, that they did, because somebody here fucked up. And whether they think it was a fuck up to have a baby and have that relationship in the first place, or they believe that they did wrong by that baby and that relationship, one way or the other, they feel like, because it's two opposites there, right? I either feel bad about it and I should do right by it, or I regret it and I feel bad that I did it. You know, I don't know which side of the team someone's on, but there's remorse. And I do feel that this person cannot let it go, because I'm sorry, but I feel like there's absolutely a child or a family involved. And you know what happens when you have children? You're tortured by the memory, because you can't forget. You can't forget about a child. You can try as you might, but you cannot forget about them. If someone had a child and they never even met him, you can't forget about him. If somebody had a child and they didn't do right by them, and they were a total jerk the entire first years, they can't scratch that off of their judgment. They have to rectify that. They need to do right. If somebody's being caught up in another relationship and not being responsible for that other child, they're fucked up and they need to fix themselves. Whatever's going on, this shit needs to stop. Oh, by the way, look what's at the bottom of the deck. The karmic. This doesn't happen every day. Broken karmic cycles and the karmic. Guys, this doesn't happen every day right on top of each other. This is a very unique combination, and it just solidifies that there is a third-party karmic involved, or there's a karmic situation that keeps repeating itself that needs to stop. And this has been going on for a long time. 9 of Wands. Way too long. This has got to stop. This has been going on for some, possibly years. All right, so for some of you, this has been going on for years. We do have the 10 of Pentacles. It could be like 10 years. It could be anywhere under 10 years. It could be more, I don't know, but I'm just going to say years as a minimum. It's been plural years. So you decide how many plural years this has been going on. But this has been a very ongoing situation. We have 6 of Pentacles down here, which is about doing the right thing and reaping what you've sown. And funny, because my thumbnail for this video is a man planting a seed into the soil. And you will reap and harvest what you've sown into that earth. And so somebody has sown, and they've sown a seed. I mean, any way you want to look at it, metaphorically or literally, someone has sown a seed and it's grown. And now there's this fucked up karmic third-party situation. Down here we have death in reverse, which means it's not over. Someone cannot escape the past. Someone's not able to walk away. Sorry, can't do it. That's the fucking Judgment card. Good point, Sammy. Let's see what this says. That can be a third party, don't forget. Yes, it could be a third party. Yes, please see what resonates on here. But with this Judgment card, this is the past coming back up. It is what was dead and gone and buried, brought back to life. So there is a message about something dead and gone, buried. It's brought back up. And now it's brought back up feelings of we need to break some fucked up cycle. And there's this third-party karmic situation. I'm obsessed. I can't let go of this. My mind is torturing me with reminders of this situation or this person everywhere I go. Absolutely tortured. The next card here is, oh, look what was extra. I didn't even know this fell. You guys didn't even tell me. I didn't even know that there was another card just sitting there because the deck is over here. I didn't even know this extra card was just there. So however it got there, guys, I finally see what I've done. New perspective. Wow, that's deep. This is that Pisces Hanged Man. They're finally seeing what they've fucking done. All right? New perspective. No wonder this person's tortured. Absolutely dumbfounded. Why did I do what I've done? Why did that happen? What the fuck is wrong with me? And that's the breaking of the karmic cycle. It's waking up, it's growing up, it's reaching maturity, it's looking at a situation, it's trying to do things right with the Six of Pentacles, reciprocity, giving a little here, giving a little there, trying to be fair, trying to give where it's rightfully, dutifully, due to restore harmony and balance. But as we can see, there's some pain and suffering with a third-party situation. I'm going to clarify that because we need some fucking truth bombs on this third-party situation. Is it going to stick around? Is it going to go away? Is it here forever? Is it leaving? What's going on? Spirit, tell me, what is the fate of this third-party situation? Bottom of the deck, wow, earth signs, it's a man holding a coin in reverse. Drum roll. Cornucopia. Wow, cornucopia in reverse. And this is a blessing and a gift and a joy and something that is supposed to be prosperous. It's supposed to be good. It's supposed to give good gifts. I don't understand. I'm feeling like something good is going to come from this. But when? Something good is going to come out of a third-party situation. Something that was meant to come out. And the cornucopia, too, for me, represents the field. And it represents the seeds that are planted and the harvest that comes from those seeds. This was all divine timing. This was all divine order. And is something going to come from this third-party situation? Yes, something good's going to come from it. But there's going to be a loss. Down here we have financial constraints. So there's going to be a financial loss because of this third-party situation. Earth, earth, earth energy. Then we have happy family in reverse. That's very sad. There's going to be a loss and a gain, but mostly, I don't know, I wanted a clear fucking answer, and that just doesn't make a goddamn bit of sense to me. Let me read this, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to understand what they're trying to tell me. Spirit, please make it plain to me. Make it plain. Wishes fulfilled with the third-party situation is what it stands for. The cornucopia is often a card of personal frustration if it's been reversed, which I feel it was. You may find yourself feeling discouraged by having your wishes denied, with delays possibly involved. Do not be surprised or too disheartened if obstacles seem to block your way. It may simply take some patience and persistent action, or it may require a radical shift in how you are approaching your goals. This card is indicating a cycle of restriction or a period of lack and loss. Do not let this detour you. Use this time to go deeper. There may be a lesson to learn and an entirely new direction to take. Be open and be flexible, and remember there are many roads to happiness. You need to affirm the universe is abundant, and all that you desire comes to you in the right time, in the right way, that you are blessed. I think honestly someone was frustrated and had a hard time understanding that through a third-party situation, a blessing came. Example, I know a friend that kind of had a very similar situation. He despised the third party in a marital situation, even though he brought it on him fucking self. He was married and he led someone on. He told them that it was no big deal, basically, and that he was getting divorced and he was living in a basement and it was being moved out and she wants him to date and everything's supposed to be fucking peaches. And he brings this poor girl who's going through a separation, stringing her along, that there's going to be marriage, there's going to be children, that they're soulmates, you know, the whole thing. They were planning, like, they were just talking about what a wedding would be like, how many, you know, maybe 2 kids would be awesome. Just talking about the future, making plans. And that's really that Knight of Cups. Let's talk, let's make plans. And they started to grow like the Knight of Cups. He moved in with her. It was clear that they were getting a divorce. So the woman that he was getting divorced from was dating another man. So he moved out and dated another woman. Long story short, I don't think he was quite over that wife. I don't think he really wanted the divorce. She wanted it. And he tried really hard to keep that marriage together, and she just didn't want it anymore. So he felt pressured to go find someone else because she had already. And I just don't think he was ready. And even though he was making all these plans and falling in love, he met a really beautiful girl, and she had a lot going on for herself. And she was just stunning, and she was great, and she was ready to grow a family and be the epitome wife, you know? But he hadn't quite let go of that past judgment card. He just didn't let go of the past. He didn't let go of that ex-wife that was soon to be ex. And, you know, long story short, they were together for quite some time. This new person got pregnant. Hello, Empress. All the while, the paperwork was not completely done with the marriage. And it didn't work out for them. Now, did that person ever divorce the other woman? Yes. They never got back together. I think they got back together for a day or two. As soon as this other person found out that there was a baby, she immediately wanted him back, even though she had been dating another man. She immediately wanted him back, pulled him back, said he's mine, pulled him away from what he was growing with the Empress. He was growing something. Remember the word grow. And she reminded him of his oath and his past and his history with her. And he went back and fucked up that entire situation. Just fucked up that poor girl's world. She was completely fucked up and left her high and dry, just fucking ditched her. You know, and there was a lot in between that I know about the story, but long story short, years, because we're talking 10 of Pentacles, years and years later, this man ended up with another woman. He had dated a few people here and there after he destroyed this poor woman's life, which is karma. He had dated a few other women and just broke this woman's heart, who was hanging on and hoping that this fucker would get his head on straight and do the right thing, 10 of Pentacles, Judgment, Empress, and just do what the fuck he promised in the first place. But nope. And he ended up meeting some karmic fucker, third-party person. And guess what? He gave her the fucking cornucopia. He gave that fucking woman the ring. He gave her the keys to his place. He gave her access to his phone. He gave her access to his kids. He gave her the keys to his life. He said, you have control of it. You can tell me when I can go to work and when I can come home. You can tell me when I'm allowed to see my kids and when I'm not. You can tell me whom I can talk to and whom I can't. You can monitor my movements, track my movements. You have complete control. So this man, like the karmic picture, stood behind the woman. And the woman stood in front. And it could be vice versa for some of your guys' situation. But, you know, the woman's in between this person and his karma. The woman's now stuck in the middle and in between, not understanding the full complexity of what the fuck went down. But anyways, yeah, in the story, he gave her full reins. And it completely destroyed that empress and her family's life. And don't think that judgment's not going to call you on it, knock on your door and say, what the fuck was that? If you think that you're just going to move on, 10 of Pentacles, be happy, joyful, abundant, free, and have this plethora of cornucopia, wealth, health, happiness, prosperity, joy, a good marriage, a good everything. Like, don't think that you're going to have all of that without dealing with this, because there is karma attached. And 9 of Wands is, it's not over. This is the last stand. It's been going on, but it's not over. You better get brave, Braveheart, because there's a war. There's a war for the righteousness. There's a war for the karma, and death in reverse, Scorpio vibes, transformation, right? It's not over. It's not ready to be dead yet because it's in reverse. And this kind of feels like the dead come back to life. And the good from this situation is this. Yeah, I know in that person's situation, he bashed this poor empress. He bashed her. You fucked up my life. You ruined it. You destroyed it. You fucked up my family. You fucked up my life. I regret everything with you. There's no happy memories. There's nothing I can look back on that's good. You're just trash. You know, that's how he wanted to speak of her. And all the while lifting up this karmic who also bashed this poor woman. You're a piece of shit. You're a home-wrecking bitch. You're trash. You're just trash, you know? This third party jumped on board with this bashing. Fucking major bash against this poor empress who did fucking nothing but live, breathe, love, and get involved in some shit she probably should have never got involved in. Did she ever get an apology? Nope. No. Never got a fucking apology. And instead of an apology, the karmic and this fucker lived happily ever fucking after. And do you think they ever would have met had she not been involved in that person's life and gotten him away from that first marriage, that other person where he met her and all this happened? And now they're supposedly happily fucking married ever after. Cornucopia. Do you think they ever would have had that fucking cornucopia with each other? Do you think they ever would have found each other had it not been for this person destroyed along the way? They would have never found each other. So Spirit's like, there's always a rhyme and a reason. We have a comment there. Sammy, do not tell me this is your ex stuff. Well, I'll be honest with you guys. That is my fucking story. And it's funny that it's coming out in this tarot reading the way it is. And I can only speak from experience. That's what I see in the cards. But I didn't want to say it because I don't want you to think this story is about me. Because it's not. I'm not an earth sign, by the way. But the cards definitely show me an experience that I've been through that I can see in the cards. And this is somebody else's situation. No, he's not married. But I hear rumors that he's engaged. Yeah, he's a total piece of shit, honestly. And it's been disgusting the way that he's treated me. Absolutely disgusting. And disgusting how he's treated our child, and now wants to play like he's father of the fucking year. But I'm not going to go into those details of our past. But I do have to deal with a really toxic as fuck karmic bitch that has completely gotten in the way of my child and him, because she's pea green with envy and jealousy that he was not faithful with her either because of me. However, I was not aware of her when that shit was going down. And when I did become aware of her, it still went down. But that's because I thought I had more of a hold on him than her. And I thought we were supposed to be, you know what I mean? Because we had a child and because we had history. And obviously he still showed he wanted that. So I thought we were just going through some trials and tribulations, but I did give up on that, guys. I did, and I just pushed it away, especially after COVID, especially after my grandpa died. I did push it away. But I know karmically, that shit's not done. It's not over. There's still some strings that I have to resort to untie. It's been very difficult. Ruth, may God bless you and your whole family in Jesus' name. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, you guys don't want to hear my heartbreaking stories. Believe me, they fucking suck. But this is a lot like it. This is just a lot like that situation, and I had to use it in comparison because for me, parables, stories, help tell the story of the cards. And, you know, just in a nutshell, there is someone here, okay, it doesn't have to be me, all right, but there's somebody here that's good. She's the Empress. And the past is getting brought back up at some point. Reciprocity must be made. There has to be some fairness. This broken karmic cycles here does need to happen. And goodness, I think, will come from this. But looking over here at the Ten of Pentacles, third party, karmic, and cornucopia, I feel like there's a lot of good going on in this person's life, but there's still a lot of heartache. And this is, I'm absolutely obsessed with you. My mind is running with these thoughts. I finally see what I've done. You know, I have reminders of you every day. I'm tortured everywhere I go. And whether that's a reminder of the child, I know my ex is reminded of his child every fucking day. There's no escape. He can pretend, Ten of Pentacles, cornucopia, that he's happy as fuck in his new situation, but I know he's not. Not only am I a psychic and a tarot reader, but I'm a human. And I know nothing's that fucking perfect. Nothing is that fucking perfect. And I want my audience to know, if you're going through a similar situation, kids involved or not, nothing is that fucking perfect. Nothing is that fucking gold and shiny and without fault. Nothing is like that. And the truth be told, my ex, and probably whoever else recognizes this, their mind is tortured every fucking day with the karma of the past. And no matter how much they want to bury it behind a mask of false bullshit, that fucking reminder will always be there. Yeah, so many children affected by what he did, yeah. Sorry for you guys. See, and a lot of you resonate. See, you guys are resonating. Jamie's resonating. The man in my life took his life Valentine's weekend. This latest, he has shook my entire life once again. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jamie. My heart goes out to you. Jamie, maybe his past really ate him alive, and he did what he did. If this reading resonates with you in that, his mind was so tortured and obsessed. Even this card down here, bottom of the deck, I'm drowning in despair for you. Despair. You guys are about to get even more goosebumps. Look at this next card under that. You know, I like to pull 3 from the bottom. I regretted it the second I saw pain in your eyes. Regrets. You know, it is what it is, guys. People don't just move on scot-free. And I'm going to tell you, even that karmic that's involved, they may think, haha, I won. I have the gold. I have the cornucopia. I have the 10 of Pentacles. No, you have a shell of a man. That's what the fuck you won. That's your consolation prize. You won a shell of what that man used to be. You won a broken man, or in some cases, a broken woman. You won someone that their mind is always going to be somewhere else. You won someone with regrets about a past that they thought they buried. But they keep repeating these karmic cycles and these karmic patterns of burying the past. And then finding out they never really escaped it. It always comes back up. Repeating those karmic patterns. Realizing once you escape one situation, you rebuild it with another. Someday my ex will realize that, and someday yours will. Or whoever this is resonating for. Someday the person that runs and buries and leaves a lot of unfinished business in the past. It will always creep back up to them one way or the other. I'm not saying that you're going to be brought back up in their life. I'm not saying that you and them are going to have this second chance. But what I am saying is that they will be reminded of it all the time, and it will get brought up. The karma of the past will be brought back up. It's never forgotten. It's written in the book of life. It's written in judgment. That lie as you might, deceive everyone as you will. Hell, try to deceive yourself. Try to tell yourself it wasn't love. Try to tell yourself it wasn't a passionate, loving connection. You know, that's what they try to do. They try to tell themselves it wasn't that. I left a bad situation. Why do they have to convince themselves of that? Because they have to tell everyone that. So the people they choose to be around console them. Give them a green path. That they don't condemn them for their choices. So they don't tell them to go back and fix that shit. Because if they really told the fucking truth to themselves, and by now they've probably believed their own fucking lies. But if they really told themselves the truth, it wouldn't be the story that they're telling themselves and other people. It would be the fucking truth that they did some dirty shit. They did some foul shit and they need to make amends for it. And that's what that Six of Pentacles really represents. It's time to pay back karma. If you have some regrets, you need to do something about it. And it's a hell of a lot more than just saying sorry. Because saying sorry is a page of cups. I don't see a page of cups. I see a knight of fucking cups. Which is actions, emotional actions. You have to do something to correct something emotionally. You need to take some steps. And then I see Nine of Wands. This is going to be really, really hard. You're going to have to stand your ground. This is the last stand. You're going to have to stand up and you're going to have to build some boundaries to this karmic and to these other fucking people. I have a shitstorm I have to deal with. I have fucking karma I have to deal with. You cannot come with me on that journey. You're going to have to buck up and be strong and let me deal with what the fuck I did as a man or as a woman. You're going to have to get behind me and support what it is I have to do to correct some mistakes. Because I'm not trying to go out like that. I'm not trying to go out of this world with regrets and judgment. I want to fix this. I want to remedy this. This is the last stand. And, you know, the actions that have to be taken, Knight of Cups is an action card. Wands are an action card. Is you have to stand up. Literally stand. And you have to do something, even if it's against what other people would agree with. So anyways, in this earth reading, somebody really has to fix some dirtied past, some dirtied water. There's some dirtied water in their past. They need to deal with it. Because it's not going to get better by time. This particular person thinks Ten of Pentacles, oh, in a year or two, it's going to go away. You know, maybe some more years will pass and all will be forgiven, all will be forgotten. We're just going to move on and get on with this. But no. No. Spirit's like, I'm sorry. No. Judgment. Death in reverse. Broken karmic cycles. Six of Pentacles. Regrets. Yeah, this is not it. You're in despair. Your mind is tortured for a reason. You're reminded of things everywhere you go for a fucking reason. You are finally seeing the truth, and that's not enough. Seeing the truth and fixing a situation is obviously not the same thing. So Spirit's like, here's going to be the deal. We're going to suffer here financially. You will have financial constraints. You will have karmic financial hurdles, because even if it hits you one way, it's going to hit you another. You know what I mean? Even if you're dealing with an emotional situation, sometimes karma hits you in the wallet because maybe that's all you care about. You know, and for earth signs, it is money. And, you know, if that's where it hurts you, if not being financially independent or stable hurts you, that's where karma is going to hurt you. And it's not that karma wants to inflict pain, because it's not some major suffering. It's not that karma is some bad guy for the spirit world that comes and dishes out pain. That's not what karma is. Karma is you get what you give. If you give abandonment, you're going to get abandonment in some way. If you give lies and deception, you're going to get lies and deception in some way. Whether it's done to you or by you, you're going to experience that some way. If you give a lack of responsibility towards a family, your family's going to hurt you in some way, maybe financially. You know, or your family's going to get hurt some way financially, the one you choose to be with. It happens that way. Like I said, karma's not some evil angel that's coming out to dish pain. You have to understand, you're dishing out your own pain. That's karma. And I really want people to know that, because sometimes people watch and they don't understand. They're looking for some black angel to come down and dish out karma, but that's not how it's going to happen. People get what they give. They dish out their own fucking karma. They are their own black angel or their own white angel. And I don't mean race color. I mean shadow or light, good or evil, darkness or light. You know, that's what I mean. So they can either be on the good or the dark spectrum, the bad spectrum here. I can't talk today. What the fuck? Anyways, you get what I'm saying. I hope you get what I'm saying. Please. If you're experiencing anything wrong in your life, you're giving out wrong things. If you're getting good things, you're giving good things. Yeah, and the other thing is, that's right, but the other thing is, it's not always when you think it's going to happen. It's always divine timing. A lot of us think, oh, well, I did something wrong yesterday, I'm going to get it tomorrow. Or I did something wrong last year, it's certainly due this year. This isn't taxes, guys. This isn't taxes. I believe karma works energetically through feelings. I believe that once a certain vibration is met and there was something done in that vibration, karmically, once that person is the recipient of that vibration on another side, then it will happen. They're going to get what they gave. It's a yin yang. It's a mirror. I do believe karma works like a mirror. So however this Empress felt, happy, joyful, ecstatic about love and life, and then broken apart because the other person felt, oh no, I don't want this. This is not good. Then later, whenever divine timing happens, when that person feels the recipient of what the Empress felt, when that person goes and feels happy, ecstatic, and love, joyful, good, what are they going to receive? The mirror reflection of what they did, because karma is a mirror. And once that person reaches a place of joy, happiness, peace, and security, it may take 1 year, it may take 10 years, but once that person feels as good as that Empress felt, then that karmic is going to dish out the karma. They are going to mirror reflect and feel what that person felt, because that's karma. You get what you give. And this person will receive what happened back here. And I think this person almost expects it, because regrets, despair, perspective, tortured, and obsession. I think they absolutely expect this to happen, because if it hasn't happened yet, it will. But I can tell you what has happened is some financial constraints. That has happened. And there's been some loss with the man holding the coin. And there is going to be a broken family. There probably already is a broken family, because once it's been broken, it's broken. This, like my ex has many broken families along the path. Do you think that this one's not going to be broken? Karma has a funny way of breaking that one also. It's karma. It's the chains that keep you stuck. And the only way to break those chains is to get a new perspective. See what you've done. Take responsibility about it and do something about it. You see, it's not just, I'm so sorry. It's, what can I do to stop that? I don't want to recreate that again. That has to be done. Hi, sweet. Hi, give me love, you sweet boy. How are you? Oh, I love you. You're the cutest thing. You're so good with cheeks. I know, I have to.
I want to hang out with me for once at least.
Oh. Okay, baby. But I have to get this one done. Go have some fun. I'll be there soon, okay?
I want you to spend time with me.
Yes, I'll spend time with you. I'm almost done,
But
okay?
Taylor doesn't even like playing here with me.
Oh. I'll talk to him about it, okay? I will. Oh, Sumo's crying. He wants to say hi to you. Go say hi to that little guy.
How did he see me?
He heard you. Okay. Do you want to take my special little music box that my grandpa gave me and play with it? Grandpa Ernie got this for me.
What is it?
It's a music box. It's very old. I got an old music box that my grandpa gave me, guys, that I've had since I was like 1. Isn't that cute? Special. Do you want to hold it? Okay, well, I'll keep it here if you want it. Sorry, guys, for that distraction going on in here. And he flushed the toilet, because that's just great in a reading. Sorry, guys. Anyways, where was I on this reading? Believe me, that's just how it works. So I hope I'm, speaking truth to you guys. Ruth, girl, you're on point. Give him a kiss for me. Oh, thank you, Ruth. I will. I definitely will. It's insane how some people can't even see others' perspectives. Hi, Maddie. Oh, thank you, hun. Yeah. So anyways, believe me, a lot of us sit back, and I know I have in my life too, personally, like, when is this person gonna come around? When is he going to do right? When is he going to step up? When is he going to do this and that? He doesn't. You know why? Because the karma that I think is due is not what he's going to get. Whatever karma I believe that man deserves is not what he's going to get. He's going to create his own karma, his own misery. And only he knows what's going on in that, not me. I mean, as a psychic and intuitive and a tarot reader, yeah, I could pry into that and get more information if I wanted to, but why, you know? I mean, sometimes I do. I don't mean to put you guys off. Yes, learning what they're going on is sometimes comforting. What's going on with them, I mean, is comforting. But just know that however, you know, my ex perceives suffering, he's going to get it because he's creating it. How I perceive suffering and what suffering should be is not how he's going to get it. So understand that, guys, in your own walks, in your own journeys, that just because you have a specific set of karma in your head about what should happen means you're trying to play God. You're trying to play the universe. You're trying to fulfill the role of karma. And, you know, in a sense, say what should be done, what should be justice. But that's not our place. And we are reminded of our place because we're human. Anyways, but we can only read the cards, okay? We can only read the cards and see what's going on there. And just have some comfort knowing that it is not peaches, cupcakes, and fucking rainbows. Yes, this person says, oh, Ten of Pentacles, cornucopia. I have every exterior thing that I want. On the inside, they have a mental shadow that is so large there's no light. On the inside, they have a shadow of the truth. On the inside, they have the actual darkness that exists there. And whatever's going on the exterior is not the truth. It's not the whole truth, okay? And what matters more anyways, what you have or what you feel? And that's where they say money doesn't buy you happiness. It doesn't. You can have everything exteriorly, but if you're not fixed on the inside, nothing is ever going to fulfill you. You know, this person could have a marriage, another baby on the way, a beautiful girl, you know, a happy home and a good job and all that shit. But on the inside, suffocated with memories of how fucked up his walk has been, fucking up lives. And he's got to deal with that shit on the inside. So it doesn't really matter what's going on the outside. Because I think all we care about on this channel is what's going on in their mind. What's going on in their heart. What are they feeling? What's going on spiritually? You know what I mean? Anyways, let's continue. So the next card we have down here for what's holding them back. What is a bad decision? What is a bad choice? What's holding them back? We have the Chariot. And this is about moving forward, moving on. And this is too quick, too fast. The bad choices they're making is moving on from the situation without thinking, moving forward without really having balance. You see, one dolphin is in front of the other. This is about putting one foot in front of the other and just going forward confidently. And it does speak about a victory and a win, Cancer vibes. So what this person is doing wrong is trying to move forward like they're victorious without really thinking about it, without taking the time. Ooh, and I think it is definitely about a Cancer or water sign. If this person has moved on from a Cancer or water sign, they made a bad move. I just got a notification from Soul for Revolution about the water sign reading, and I saw Cancer in there just as I pulled that card and I got the notification. And I think that's an omen. It's like, boom, she's posting something right now about a Cancer or water sign, and boom, I'm talking about a Cancer or water sign. What are the chances of that, you know? And it's like the omen that the bad things this person is doing, what's holding them back from prosperity, is they're moving on way too quickly from an emotional situation. And I do think there's a water sign involved. And it's been here since Empress, since Knight of Cups. It's been there. Since Judgment, it's been there. So we're going to look at what's going on with this person right now. Six of Swords, resolution. They're trying to leave difficult waters for smoother waters. That's what they're trying to do. That's who this person is right now. Very much an air sign. This is very Libra and Aquarius. And it's about moving towards the future. Again, this is what they're doing wrong. This is who they are right now. They're trying to move on. So yeah, that's who they are. They're like, I just want to get over the past. I want to get over the difficult situations, the hard times, the pain, the unhappiness, and I just want to go be happy. I want to leave troubled waters for smooth. I want to leave the darkness for the sun. I want to get out of this dark situation. I want a resolution. And who knows, maybe this person is trying to make peace, trying to have a resolution with their past, with their karma, trying to make some kind of peace, but are they doing it right? I don't know. I'll tell you my situation. He's not doing it fucking right. He started to reach out barely to his son. And he doesn't want, my son doesn't even write or spell. He's kindergarten, you know, but he wants him to write him, call him himself. I'm like, are you fucking retard? He's a fucking little kid. Doesn't know how to communicate. What the fuck? So I have to communicate between them, and I don't think he likes it because his girl doesn't like it. So he tries to play this fucking role of, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to him. Well, you kind of have to talk to me to talk to him, fucker. You need to get some balls, or does she have those in her purse as well? You know? And so if that's your kind of situation, believe me, you know, he's trying to move through around me. He's trying to get around me to get to his son. He doesn't realize you have to go through me to get to my son. You don't fucking go around me, fucker. It's disgusting. It's and I think because he can't face me in person and he can't deal with me because that's dealing with the shame and the guilt. It's just dealing with the truth, honestly. If he has to face me, he has to deal with the fucked up things he's done. And he doesn't want to think about those things. Those are buried, remember? Dead and gone, the judgment and all. Those are fucking buried. I'm not bringing that up again. I've moved on from the past. Well, that's your problem, fucker. You keep running from the past and you're not dealing with it, fucker. That's the fucking whole shebang. That's the whole enchilada right there. That's the whole breaking karmic cycles. You're not dealing with your shit. You can't go around it. You have to go through it. And I think that's what's going on with this person. It's not my story. I'm just using a parable, an example. This person is trying to go around it or over it, not through it. And that's why the bird is flying over the swords. I want to go over the pain, not through it. And so this person that you're dealing with right now is not dealing with the, you know, the actual depth of what's going on. They're just trying to forget about it, move on. And remember, Earth sign, this is either about you or someone you love, but, you know, you have to see how it resonates. What is crossing this person right now? Oh, 3 of Swords. Goddamn. Broken heart, much? Pain, much? Gemini, possibly? I don't know. But this situation that is crossing the Earth sign, or the one that's dealing with the Earth sign, is pain and suffering and heartbreak. Mostly this represents pain and suffering. It's looking through the veil. Living in darkness and looking through the veil because you're not in the light. Now, there is some healing going on, and this person is trying to heal. This person is trying to recover and come out of some dark funk that they're in. They're trying to move on. Clearly, move on, move on, move on, move on, move fucking on. I get it. This person's trying to move the fuck on. But they have a lot of shit to deal with. My God. We're going to read some of this because I think we need to get into that before we move on. We're going to read number 4, happy family in reverse. When a happy family card is reversed, it indicates a separation or emotional distance from family members or close friends. This disconnect may be from your family of origin, such as your parents or siblings, or it may be that something is standing between you and your present family members in your own family, whether it be your children or your spouse. There could be some hostilities that need to be worked out. Perhaps some fences that need to be mended. Communication and patience may be called for here, so let your intuition be your guide. Remember, real healing starts when you choose to become your own loving parent or loving to your children now. The lesson in evolving in every relationship is self-honoring. And sometimes the karma is just to let go of what's been holding you back. Wow. Yep, sometimes the karma is just to let go and just go with the flow. You know, stop resisting the flow. And maybe because this is a block in the blocked area, maybe this person is resisting the flow. Maybe this is what it could also represent, that there is this magical flow happening to move forward and they're resisting that. They're trying to go different direction or a different pace, you know? I think these are pretty self-explanatory. I don't need to read these. We have financial hardships and constraints. For the earth sign that this does not resonate with, because this is not you, it's probably the person you love, your soulmate, okay, somebody else. Maybe it's about your children today. Maybe it's about someone dear to you that's going through this. Maybe it's a close friend. So if you're not this person, just know this reading is to help you better understand someone you love's situation. And maybe that's why you needed to hear the message. But for those of you that you are the earth sign, then this is what you're going through. You know, if you're resonating with this and you're like, yeah, this is me. This is happening to me, or I did it to someone, you know, one or the other. This is me. This is my personal situation. You have to see how it resonates. The same for the cross watcher. If you're cross watching to see what's going on in an earth sign that you love's life, this is happening to them, okay? Or yourself, if you're a cross watcher. Maybe it's just what's going on with you. So anyways, take it how it resonates. We're going to see what this person is doing right. If they're doing anything right at all, right? What are they doing good? What is some good thing they're doing? Bottled up emotions. How is that good? Well, I guess it's an earth sign thing. They're not being too emotional about it. They're keeping a lot of their thoughts and their feelings to themselves. Why would that be good? Why would it be good to harbor and to hold on to and to bottle those up? Well, one thing is they never let go. They never let go of what they did. That's still in them. So there's still a level of guilt and regret. There's still some tears. There's still some heartbreak. Now, it's very deeply buried. It's very deeply bottled up. But they still have that feeling in them of the storm that they left behind. So that's good that they haven't, you know, just forgotten about it, that they do carry it with them. They do carry the memory, they do carry the emotions and the feelings of what happened, even though they don't talk about it. And that's why it's bottled up. They don't talk about it. They don't talk to a therapist. They don't talk to their spouse. They don't talk to their kids or their friends, you know? So they just don't talk about it. They don't bring it up. They don't relive it. But every time they go to sleep, it's there. Every time they dream, it's there. Every time they're driving somewhere by themselves, it's there. Every time they're out in public and they're reminded of their situation, they are tortured. It's there. So, you know, there's really no escape, and as there shouldn't be. And so Spirit's like, the only thing they're doing right is acknowledging that there's some fucking drama bottled up that they know they need to deal with. So that's about the only thing they're fucking doing right. Let's elaborate on that. Let's see, what card am I going to elaborate? Let's get the Moonology. No, I don't want that. I'll use this one. I'll use this one. I feel called to use that one. Let's elaborate on what they're doing good. Tell me about the bottled up emotions. Keeping it all inside. Reminded by it. At least they're not going off on people. They're not hurting other people. They're just carrying it. So I think the best, yeah, that's the best thing they're doing. They're carrying it, which is a good choice because they can't let it go. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Beauty. So they're taking care of themselves. You know, you ever met those depressed people you would never know are depressed? They look good. They do their hair, they brush their teeth, they smell good, they shave, they're clean, they dress well. They get up and go to work. You know what I mean? That's a good sign that that person is trying to be better. But there are some depressed people that do that. They just, you can't see it on the outside. But you don't know the storm that's going on the inside. And that's what this person is doing. They're getting up and going to work. They're taking care of themselves. They're going about their business. But they are carrying that damage inside. And the other card that comes out is Love. Wow. They never let go of the love. Some people do, guys. Some people fucking just detach themselves from love. They just say, fuck it, I'm turning it off. But this person is not turning off their love. It's still inside of them. Buried deep, deep down in this jar is a great affection. Is a great devotion. Buried deep, deep down is the love they never let go of. They just buried it. I feel like this is in Davy Jones' locker. And Davy Jones gave his heart to Calypso. And she broke his heart. She didn't mean to, but she broke his heart. And he ripped it out of himself and he fucking locked it in a chest. And he buried that shit on land where he could never go. Because he didn't want to feel it anymore. He's like, nope. 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 I'm not going to go back to loving her. I'm not going to go back to feeling those feelings for her. But you know what he didn't do? He didn't destroy his heart. He could have. He could have destroyed it. He could have ended himself. He could have chopped it up into bits. But instead, he buried it safe. He tucked it safely in a treasure chest. Why? Because that was his treasure. He never let it go. And he buried it somewhere safe where he thought only he knew where it was. And he kept the key to that chest in his beard of tentacles. Because he knew maybe one day he'll revisit it. Maybe one day he'll unlock it. He gave himself access to it. Even though he didn't take it, he just knew he had access. And I think that's what's going on with this person. They buried those feelings. It's still there, and that's good that they kept it safe in a treasure chest. But nonetheless, it's still fucking buried. It's still bottled up. The love is still there, raging like a storm in their heart. It's still there. So anyways, that's the explanation of what's doing very good. What are they doing good? This is Radha, or Radha. I don't know. There's no A. It's just DH. I don't know how to fucking say this. Radha. I guess that's the way you say it. Radha. Anyways, this is the consort of Krishna. Radha was the epitome of love and devotion. Hers was divine love, unconditional love, unparalleled adoration, a celestial spiritual bond that was timeless. She was the cosmic queen who embodied love and affection in all forms. The union of Radha and Krishna is eternal. Physical separation did not detour this union. Aww. So this is what they're doing good, guys. This could be a twin flame situation. It could be just a soulmate situation. But even through separation, their love is eternal. And whoever I'm reading this reading for, this bottled up situation, they're keeping it safe. It doesn't matter how separated you guys are, even if there's a third party. There is a beautiful love here that even death itself couldn't separate. So keep that in mind as we're going through the reading. She represents the truth of our soul, the honest, straightforward emotion that emanates from a heart, devoid of selfish reasons, the pure, undiluted expression we feel as soul beings, a perfect synthesis of the soul. This love can be expressed in many different ways. It could be romantic love. It could be spiritual love. It could be devotion, adoration, unbridled passion, selfless material love, and tenderness. This card indicates a highly potent, highly emotional energy pervading you, a strong attraction, or a strong love affair, a new partnership, a compassion, a spiritual ascension, devotion, divine bond, an emotional awakening, and soul development, surrounded by glowing energy that radiates your being with positivity. It could signify the ultimate connection with a past soulmate or twin flame, the birth of the newborn, or even the adoption of a child or pet. Well, that's what they're doing right. They love you. They fucking love you. And they want to bury that shit, but it's there. So Spirit's like, high five. I'm glad that you are keeping that love safe and you know it exists and you know that this is a soul connection. This has been a very emotional reading since the beginning. The Empress has been emotional. The Knight of Cups is an emotional action. Okay, the Judgment is an emotional Piscean awakening, the call, a knowing. The regrets are emotional. The third party pain and suffering is emotional. You know, this torture is emotional. This new perspective is emotional. Drowning in despair for you is emotional. This whole thing has been very emotional. And I have to say, for an earth sign, yeah, you're definitely keeping a lot of your emotions fucking buried. Bottled. Because you just don't want everyone to know that you have all this going on. Certainly not another partner if there is one. So anyways, what you're doing right is keeping that safe. Let's see how you really feel about your soulmate. This person that you love, how do you really feel? Spirit, how does this person really feel? Okay, how does this person, honest to goodness, feel about this other lover? How does this person feel? Bottom of the deck is The Princess Bride, As You Wish. Maybe that's a significant movie for you guys. It's kind of a funny movie, but it's still a really good movie. But I like it because, again, it's talking about a separation. And Buttercup was separated from her true love. He went under the evil pirate Dread or something like that. And he became the evil pirate Dread because the other guy wanted to retire and let him be loose. And they kept some facade going. I don't know if you guys remember the movie, but the evil pirate Robert's Dread, or Dread Roberts, or whatever the heck it was a myth. Everyone thought he was so evil, so dark. He would kidnap people, kill them, torture them in the most evil way, when really it was just a name they kept going. It wasn't the real. It was just a name. It was a facade. It was a reputation. And when he got captured by the evil pirate Dread, the pirate told him, you know, I'm not really the first pirate Dread. I was given that name and title because the one before me was given that name and title, and because the one before him was. And every time we capture someone, we just want them to carry on in our place and keep that name alive. Oh yeah, the Deed Pirate Roberts? You mean the Dread Pirate Roberts? Yes. Yeah, got it. Okay. The Dread Pirate Roberts. So it was just a name. It was a facade. It was a rumor. It was a reputation. So there was really no evil pirate Dread, you know. It was all bullshit. And he's like, you know, I stayed there for years because I had to keep up the name. That was my promise. So I would be free. But I knew I was coming back to you. And just as I came back to you, here you are, engaged to another. And she's like, you think I wanted that? You think I wanted to be engaged to this person? I had to. And she's like, I thought you were dead. You never came back. You never wrote me nothing. You just disappeared. You know, and I had to move on. And I don't even love him, by the way. I don't even fucking love him. But I had to move on. You were never coming back. She's like, I died that day. I died the day I knew you died, and I never recovered. And then when she found out he was still alive, she was like, and you can die now too for all I care. And she pushes him, or I don't know, some shit like that goes on. I'm getting the story like back and forth and it's not in order, I'm sorry. But she pushes him down this fucking hill, and the one thing he always used to say to her was, as you wish. He was a poor farm boy that she fell in love with, and she would tell him to get water and do this and do that, and he would say, as you wish. She fell madly in love with him. So when she pushed this guy, the pirate Dread, down the fucking hill, who was taunting her for turning her back on her great love, she was like, you have no idea. I loved him so much, and I died that day, and you can die too for all I care. You know, so she pushes him. And then he starts rolling down the hill and saying, as you wish. And she's like, oh my God, my precious Wesley, I'm coming. And she jumps after him, you know. But the point is, why would this come up in your love reading? Why would it come up between you and this person? Because again, like it just said in that oracle card, no matter the separation, no matter the distance, no matter the reputation or what's going on publicly, or what it is supposedly to the world, what's been buried deep, deep down, away from everyone's eyes, is a true love that never left. It never went away. And no matter all the frustration, it's still there. And you're not going to know it till the end. You're not going to know it till you unmask someone. And we are dealing with someone that wears many masks. But as you unmask them, you're going to realize they're playing a part. They're portraying someone they're not. There is a falseness and a fakeness. And believe me, the mask will fall off. And deep down, underneath this facade, underneath this life that seems so great, it's not. And you will hear as you wish. And there's something about a wish also, because wish. I have another card with wish down here that just peeked out to me. And it's from Brokeback Mountain. And it's, I wish I knew how to quit you. So again, this person is like, if I had a choice to choose between you and quitting you, I would quit you. I know that sounds harsh to some people, but sometimes people just want out. And with this Six of Swords, Three of Swords, this person that I'm reading for wishes they knew how to not love you. Wishes they could be around you without wanting to grab you. Wishes they could be around you without feeling attracted to you or drawn to you or in love with you or wanting some part of you. They wish they didn't have that inside of them. This is someone that has an urge and a desire for you. And believe me, they wish they knew how to stop that, because if they could have a remedy, they would, but they can't. They fucking can't. And I think that's why this person chooses to stay away from you, because they can't stop themselves. So better for them to disappear and stay away and bury those feelings than to fucking deal with it. And the card that comes out to clarify this is, I wrote this little saying here, and it is, yes, you've hurt me, and I've hurt you. The hurt doesn't make our love less than, though. It doesn't make it so shitty of a love. Just because you've hurt me and I've hurt you doesn't mean that our love is complete trash, complete shit. It's just not worthy. In fact, it makes it more profound. This pain won't break us. It will make us, which is a beautiful saying. And my thought behind this is, if you guys still love each other after all this fucking dirt, trash, drama, heartbreak, fucking wars, if you guys still fucking love each other after you've hurt them and they've hurt you, that fucking makes you guys hella strong. A love that can withstand all of that is true love. So I don't want you to beat yourself up and worry about public agreements on that fucking message. Look at the truth of it. We're all going to die one day. We're all going to face our judgment. And if anyone dies with this kind of love in their hearts, they're getting through those pearly gates. Not the people that say, fuck that. The people that say, I held on to that fucking shit through thick and thin. I had forgiveness and understanding and compassion. Those of you that went through the hurts and still loved in the end, you were alchemically changed from a dark, toxic human to the spiritual being with wings. You are able to transmute that darkness and turn it into love and forgiveness. For those of you that love people through thick and thin, hell and high water, better or worse, the truly fucked up to the happiness, it's easy to love someone when shit's good. In fact, it's the easiest thing in the world to do is to love someone that loves you back. To love someone that doesn't love you back, that's the fucking real test. To love someone that gives you pain, that's a real fucking test of the human heart. So believe me, however you guys hurt each other, it doesn't fucking matter. In the end of the day, it's not going to break you guys apart and destroy this love connection. It makes it more profound. And it stands the test of time, which is probably why this soulmate kind of oracle popped up with the energy of love. So if that can give you any hope in this reading, know that no matter the fucked up experience you've had with this person, there's a profound love. Markers, the harder part of love is loving all of them in good times and bad. That's absolutely right. Sag Maj, you're all in your emotions. Yeah. You guys know that the real people on my channel know what real love is. The ones that come and go, the ones that pass through the channel, the ones that, oh, fuck that, I'm not going to love that trash. They don't fucking deserve it. I'm moving on to the next one. We all know those people. We all know the people that are ready to slam down judgment. We all know the people that are ready to move on from any fucking problems. Those are the people that don't problem solve. Those are the people that don't transmute. Those are the people that don't heal and become more. They just stay in a cycle where they only take the easy way out, the easy love. It's easy to love someone that loves you. It's very hard to love someone that doesn't. And for those of you that are on this journey, earth signs, you are learning about loving someone in separation. You are learning about someone that acts like they don't love you back. You're learning to love someone without confirmation. You're learning to love an absence of understanding. You're enduring. So anyways, like there's that going on. And I think that's the right choice, because this is in the right choice department, the bottled up emotions. You're keeping it safe from judgment, and you're keeping this love safe from other energies. The bad thing is you're trying to move on. You know, the bad thing is this earth sign is trying very hard to quit this love situation. That's the fucking hardship. Let's see, why are they trying to quit? Let's get that. We'll do the Heal Yourself Oracle. So why is this person trying to quit this love? Why do they want to move on from it? Why do they want to let it go? Why do they want to escape it? Why does this person want to move on? Bottom of the deck, family and tribe. They've got some drama. I don't know. There's some kind of issues with their family. Maybe they came from a broken home, or maybe they came from a home that's very judgmental. Maybe they have a circle of friends and family that those opinions really matter. Or maybe they don't have any at all. I don't know, but it could be one or the other. But they've got some serious karma with family and friends. Okay, that's the family and tribe. And this person treats friends like family. And they've got fucking problems there too. This person isn't looking at their circle and saying, wow, I have a lot of problems. I have a lot of fucking problems in my circle. You know, but this is definitely part of the reason why they're trying to escape this situation, because they're family and friends, whatever that is. So if, you know, that can give you any sense, maybe their friends don't like you. Maybe your friends don't like them. I don't know. Could be the other way around. But why should other fucking people, I don't give a fuck if they are family, have a fucking say? This is not their life. Maybe you're meant to conquer this karma, not be sucked into it. Who gives a fuck what these people say? Sounds like Libra drama to me. The other card that comes out is Wild. This person doesn't like being tied down. Number 15, Devil card. She's even wearing red. Clarifying the Chariot on why this person wants to run away and move on. This is a Mustang. A Mustang that doesn't want to be tamed. Sagittarius vibrations here with that. The unattainable. Even when this person is married, they're not tied down. They don't want to be tied down. This is, I want to be wild and free. And in fake marriages and fake relationships, they can still be free because they're not genuine. Oh yeah, they open up about their family. They open up about their childhood. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, it's easy to open up about your past. It's not easy to open up about your heart in the moment, the despair, the guilt, the torture. Those are the things you don't want to open up to with your friends and family, because you don't want to tell them you're going through a struggle. You want to talk about the struggles you've overcome. But by God, if you open up about what's really fucking going on right now in your heart. So this person's like, no, I don't want to be around people that can see through me, can feel me, can understand me like my soulmate. This soulmate loves me and I love them. And I don't want to be with them because there's an opening, there's a cracking of this bottle. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with my karma actually right now. This is very much like the Six of Swords, the bird flying over the swords. This is like the normal tarot, which has the boat and people moving on in the boat. And to me, that's what this represents. Because either way, clarifying them moving on is, I want to move on. I don't want to deal with these emotions, okay? I don't want to. Well, why? Why don't they want to deal with it? So this is a wild, untamed spirit inside of this person, desperate to be unleashed. Free it, and it will claim the gifts of energy, power, passion, and creativity. Through suppressing your wild, succulent, outrageous, and untamed self, you dull your senses and crush your creativity. You shrink, you lose your energy and become depressed. Your relationships suffer around you and your rage grows. You become ashamed, hostile, cold, boring, over-serious, even paranoid or scared. You stop taking chances and live in mediocrity, constantly trying to protect yourself. You smile, but behind that smile is all the words of the things that you've done. The truth that no one can judge you, punish you, or hurt you as much as you hurt yourself. Give in to your wildness. Stop living a sham. This part of you is sensual, provocative, truthful, courageous, passionate, bold, and alive. Set this person free. Wow, so they're living a sham, guys. They want to move on so they can live a sham. The sham is, I have a lot going on inside. I'm not going to let that out. This is a control freak. This is someone that wants to completely control a situation. Because if they really let who they are on the inside out, believe me, all these feelings would spew out. And their family would not approve. And their friends would not approve. And they care about that. So they have been procrastinating becoming who they really are supposed to be. And bam. Show me how they really feel in the shadows in the night. Show me the shadows of these feelings. What are they tortured with? We have secondary, whoops. Well, we have uncomfortable, that wanted to pop out. So we have uncomfortable. They are uncomfortable with themselves. They have some shocking truths. They have some truths inside them that would shock so many people. If they actually were their true selves, they would shock people because people don't even really know who this person is. They hide it so well. The other one is secondary. So they're living two lives. The other cards that came out, well, you got uncomfortable. The other one is excuses. Okay. And their shadows, believe me, they make a lot of excuses. They are medicating. So they're either on drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, bars, meaningless sex, whatever, but they are medicating, believe me, to suppress their emotions that are definitely bottled up, and they need medication to not feel this. A lot of them turn to sexual addictions, quick release, especially if they're men. Just that quick release just gives them this hit, this fix of like drugs. It makes their mind feel happy and released and calm. So they kind of use it as a drug. Believe it or not, that's true, even if it's just masturbation, but they'll use it as a drug. For others, you know, it's alcohol. It just zones them out. It just makes them forget about the day. You know, for others, it's actual drugs, you know, and others, it's smoking, a way to cope, a way to feel that fix, like, I'm dealing with it. I'm dealing with my stress. But listen, there's just some serious medication going on, self-medicating, that is numbing the real truth of the situation. Another card that came out is non-action. So in their shadows, they're not doing anything about this. Absolutely nothing about this. They're uncomfortable in their truth. Then we have warning. Okay, so they have a temper, and they always give people a warning. Don't bring that fucking name up. Don't touch that topic, because I'm going to blow. So they have this warning, like, excuse me, don't, you know, don't fucking go there. Don't touch on that. So they kind of avoid dealing with their past. And then we have guarded. Yeah, just blocking. Okay, guarding is blocking the situation. That 9 of Wands, last stand. I don't want people to fuck with this situation. And that's what's really going on in their emotions. It's like there's just so much pain. How do they really feel about you? I'm sure you guys are like, well, I know how they feel emotionally. They wish they could quit me. They still love me. They've hurt me and I've hurt them. And you know, that makes it stronger. But how do they really feel about me? Like at their truth, like, what is it I wish I knew that they would just tell me? So I'm going to pull, let's see, what oracle am I going to pull? Let's see. I think I'll pull the mermaid oracles. Because they're really good about talking about feelings. Very good about it. Hope I have all of them. Spirit, please give me a definition of how this person feels about their soulmate. How do they feel? What is in the depths of their ocean of their heart? What is it they're trying to medicate to hide? What do you really feel? What's buried? What's buried? What was always there? What was always there? Show me the depth. Gosh, I'm feeling so torn between so many. Okay. Bottom of the deck is yearning, longing for someone, undesired separation, and pining. Oh, guys. I love it. Deep down in the depths of their ocean of secrets, the things they're trying to bottle up, is they don't really want to be separated from you. They love you. They want to be next to you. They desire you. I mean, yearning is really desire. And they're trying to put a lid on it. They want to go live this false life. And you're asking yourself, well, why? Why would they not want to be with me when they're yearning for me? Hello? Didn't we just get that answer? The fuck is this? The fuck is this? Don't ask me why. You already got why. Why are they choosing to move on? Why are they doing the Chariot? Why? Because they are wanting to be wild and untamed. Also, they are burying their truth. Remember, we read this card. This is something they have to heal. They're living a false life. Why do they want that? I don't know. Well, let's answer that again, because we just got that answer too. Family and tribe. Those are your answers. Family and tribe, and trying to escape you because they're living a false life that's approved by others. That's why. The truth is they really want you, but they think it's not a good choice. It's not a good look. It's not literal, but I am going to just say this, and it's the best example I can think of, so please don't be so judgy on it. But it's like living in a time of 200, 300 years ago when the son of a slave master fell in love with a slave. And they were madly in love, madly, truly, deeply. I think it's called Fire in the Palm Trees. Fire in the Palms. I don't know if you guys ever saw that movie. It's in Spanish only, but it is about that. It is about a Spaniard in the Caribbean that fell in love with a slave, but he was either the son of the master of the house or he was the master, I don't remember. But they were the same age, but they fell madly, madly in love, and they had a child. Yeah, Fire in the Palms. They had a baby, and they could never live their life because his family would not accept that. And he was a very wealthy person, prominent family, owned land and all of that. It's not that hers wouldn't, it's that his wouldn't. He was a sap, a sellout. He left her and his child, stayed married to another person, and that family never knew of his love that he had with that woman. And anyways, it's sad. And I just feel like that's what's going on here. That's why this person is doing it, because this person feels, as unrealistic it is to you, you may be the one that's the slave, or you may be the one that's the master. I don't know where you are in this situation. But to this person, I can't do this. We are not approved of. Maybe in the future, maybe another place, another time, we could live happily. And had that couple lived in this day and age, they would have a happy family and a happy home. But 200 years ago, they couldn't. So this person feels like the timing is off and that it's just not possible. But we live in a new age. So I don't understand why this person feels like this is an unacceptable relationship. I don't understand why this person yearns for you, or you yearn for them, one way or the other, how the story fits, but you can't be together. I don't understand the dynamics, because in this day and age, you could be with whoever the fuck you want to be with. You could be whoever you want to be. But it takes courage, it takes balls to stand up, break that cycle, stand out, and claim it. That takes a lot. And I just haven't seen this person take that avenue. I see this person burying their yearning of love for this person. And, you know, the reason being is they're living a fake life. They are depressed. They're hiding under their truth, under the guise of family and friends. And they just don't see how this relationship could ever work. But at the depths of their heart is yearning for you, wanting you, and desiring you. That is the truth of it. So I'm going to read that, and then we'll pull over the other one. $40 may be a big number for you right now. I don't know if that's important. Four does represent stability. Okay. So the message of longing for someone, an undesired separation. So often we too have yearned for so many people, places, things that are not to be ours, To be a mermaid is to dive in and immerse yourself and swim deeply and not understand what must be so different in your life. So yes, as with the little mermaid of your stories, there have been foolish things done, exchanges made, and pain endured when we have fallen in love with the love of our life. But it's to be the mermaid is to feel without the judgment and the logic that is so often applied. We are to acknowledge this truth. And sometimes we know this pining and longing can kill us, which is why we come to you now, the mermaids. We know you too have been feeling this pain, this yearning, this kind of stretching of the soul. It feels like it might break free from you and go in search of what you desire. You try to keep a lid on it. You try to control this yearning. You try to tame this yearning. But as you feel this, it is possible that you may wonder about your connection to reality, to what you call sanity. Yearning is deep. It's painful. And it takes place when two souls who have deeply merged their energy and their fate and their destinies are separated. Oh, guys, I just feel so tied to that message, right, guys? Twin flames, soulmate vibes, your souls are so deeply merged and intertwined. Your fate and your destiny, that being separated is actually very painful. And so this is, in this earth sign reading, a story of two people that are destined lovers that are separated. And you know not when you will be together again. Is this natural? Creatures of the sea and the forest do this, and so do you. Will the pain pass? Maybe. And if it is your destiny that your yearning will bring you close again, it will be so. We know this feeling. We comfort you, know its beauty, and know its truth. Wow. So see, what your person really feels at the bottom of their heart is if it's meant to be, it will be. If you are meant to be brought together. Third party is a circle of friends to feed his addiction with drugs. Aww. Yeah, and for some people, this is a woman in the way or a man in the way. You know, and for other people, this is family. You know? Sunval, this is like my story. My DM's father is against, because I was married and divorced now and I have 2 children. And he forgot is where we live since high school, but life took us by surprise. Oh, son, that's beautiful. I love your guys' stories in here. And look, the time and the tide. Down there, the time and the tide. All in divine timing. You know, right now, this person at the heart of their hearts and the ocean of their love, they yearn for you and they want you. And believe me, they don't want this separation. They just hate it. But they also feel like it's unaccepted. That this connection is unaccepted. Just like fire in the palms. You know, they had such love for each other. And he wrote her letters, you know, but their love was not accepted. It's very sad. It's very, very sad. And that's kind of what's going on with you guys. There's a love here. And the way they feel, it's just not accepted, okay? And so they do love you. They do want you. They wish they could just quit you and be, in their mind, do the right thing for their family and just like move on and just live life just so. But Spirit says karma's not going to let you just get away. These are things you have to conquer. This is a judgment you have to bear. You have to face your family. You have to face your friends. I'm sorry, you cannot just bury this and go do you over here and just bottle and bury and move on. That's the wrong move. Death in reverse. This is not over. Sorry, we're not going to bury this. It's time to purify. It's time to cleanse. And look over here, bottom of the deck. Look what's sitting there. I found what my soul is searching for. You. Soul searching. This person feels uncomfortable in their fake life and fake situation, and look what I found under it. Comfortable, comfort. You feel like home. You feel like home. Wow. So, you know, it doesn't matter how comfortable this is, guys, to hear the truth. It doesn't matter how comfortable they are in their little life. Believe me, underneath the truth, underneath their bottled up emotions is this. And I pulled these mermaid oracles out to clarify how they really feel about you at the very core, at the very depth of truth in your relationship. What is actually there? And there is a deep yearning that they are in denial about. This person has a deep yearning and they're in denial. Okay? And they do wish they could quit you, and they are trying to move on from you, and there is third-party situations. But believe me, they cannot forget about you. They are constantly reminded. And they are constantly reminded about their past. And it doesn't matter how much their friends and family or lover want to convince them that they're better off now, that they're happier now, that they're doing the right thing now. They're not. They're not living their truth. And they know it. So anyways, let's get the other card that flew out for how they really feel about you. This was the overall underall energy, but what is their energy? What is it that is bottled up? What is it that is kept inside this bottle? Safe, sound in the treasure chest, buried on an island in Davy Jones's locker. What has been kept from you about how they really feel? Are you ready? Drum roll. Oh my God. What? Oh my God. Falling in love. Kissing the divine in another and in yourself. Wow. Talk about twin flames. Talk about soulmates. Holy shit. This is what's been kept alone in that freaking bottle in the chest. Look at that. This is the truth. What they don't want you to know anymore. They have fallen truly, madly, deeply in love with you. They love you. They love you. Oh my God. This is twin flame, because loving you is loving them. And it says loving the divine in one another. Not your physical body, not your age, not your this and that, but your soul essence. How they really feel about you is your soul is a mirror to their soul. This is the yin and yang. This is the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And this is, holy shit. Here's Eric and Ariel separated, and she's yearning for him, but she's got her tail. And look, this is them together, and she lifts Eric up into the sky. Isn't that weird? Look at that. There's her mermaid tail, there's Eric, and they're together. It's like the same story. Two people, different worlds, falling in love with one another. Wow, didn't think this was going to end up like this today. Okay, so falling in love is the number 20. And look at that, 20 and 40. One's half and one's the next one. Like 20 plus 20 is 40. It's funny how it all equals up. It all adds up together. All right, divine masculines and feminines, this is your journey. And this, if you resonate with this reading today, it's yours. But this is kissing the divine in one another and kissing yourself. There may be no closer moment of connection or utter merging with the divine than to experience what we have called falling in love. It is so important that we do this because we allow ourselves to be overwhelmed and surrendering to bliss. But also the possibility of pain, betrayal, disappointment, and disillusion. Therefore, we mermaids urge you to fall in love, But allow yourself to be real and to be honest, to be vulnerable, and to move on if this love becomes painful, unfulfilling, or continually a compromise. Falling in love is a divine miracle, truly, but there are stereotypes about how it looks. Books with strange names like rules, and the ideal that gets attached to a person that has no idea what your hopes and dreams are. So foolish as it may make you feel, be true to yourself. Fall in love with another and fall in love with your own honesty and vulnerability. Kiss the bliss, taste the nectar of love, share in the ecstasy, but also experience an utter breakthrough and freedom of honesty. It may not come all at once, it may come little by little, or a big rush, but let falling in love teach you with the lessons. And as you recognize the divine in another, so too must you recognize the divine in yourself, within you, because this is a mutual marriage, and it must be a beautiful connection, not an instrument of torture or manipulation. Bless the beautiful people for having this ability, and go forth falling in love with one another, each other, the planet, the animals, the beings and the elementals, the ocean and yourselves, and nature. And then be at peace, and all will be well and blossoming once again. Feeling the power of feelings and attraction for one another can be overwhelming, with feelings of tenderness, almost to the point of feeling more for the other being than food, drink, or breathing. Feeling powerfully attached to one another, seeing the divine within them. This is extremely addictive. The beginning of a powerful relationship, which truly has magic within it. The recognition of a soul within another. Truly beautiful. Know thy love and know thyself. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading, because the truth of the matter is they really deeply love you. And that is what's bottled up in Davies Jones' locker. And the truth is, as sad as this relationship is, it's not over. It's just not over. This is a true soulmate, divine love reading. And it does look like, yes, there is third parties involved, and families and tribes and circles and friends involved that influence this person, or you if you're watching. They are not dealing with it well. Things are not as they appear. You need to know that. And just know that there is something growing, which is a second coming. The second coming is growing. There is other opportunities to deal with this again. But all in all, this has been a beautiful reading. You've gotten some real good confirmations about the love that is really there. And why people push away from that is other people. And again, the parables, the comparisons to my experiences with the reading, you know, if it helps confirm anything, I can vouch. When me and my love were first together, we were addicted to each other. It couldn't be enough. It was very loving. It was very affectionate. He couldn't even get in the car for 2 minutes on the way to work without missing me, without FaceTiming me and saying, I just want to see your beautiful face while I drive and go to work, and calling me while he was at work. Multiple times calling me while he was at work. Just thinking of me anytime he had a moment. Calling me on the way home from work. Couldn't wait to see me after work. Anytime off. That was wonderful, and that was that beautiful energy of falling in love. of even being jealous of me and me going to work around other people, and, you know, him being jealous of people that were staring at me or looking at me or flirting with me. It just, you know, he didn't like that. Believe me, falling in love is a beautiful feeling, and it is addictive, and you just can't get enough. And what's sad, and the same thing that broke me in my love's relationship, is other people getting involved. Because had it just been me and him, had it just been us free, we would probably still be madly in love. But because other people got involved, and in this case his ex, getting involved and trying to destroy what we had by confusing him and making him hang on to a past that was gone, and manipulating him, he felt pressure to be more responsible to his first family than to ours that we just built. And I can't blame him for that. I mean, I had the opportunity to be on two sides of the coin. I had a karmic viewpoint of being this person now, the second family, and I also had the viewpoint of being the first family person, because my first children's father had other children while we were together, and I wanted him to value our family first and me first, even though, you know, I think what we had was fading away. But it taught me a great lesson, and I think that's why my soul chose this walk of life, because my soul did choose it. Saturn definitely helped me choose it. But I knew what I was getting into as a soul, to experience two sides of the coin, so I could understand both viewpoints, the man on both sides, because I had to witness how torn a man could be. And the only way I could understand how torn a man could be is to understand the man on both sides of the coin, and that gives me a broader perspective, so I can have my forgiveness and my understanding and compassion. That's what my soul wanted to experience, because once you understand the whole story, it just makes more sense. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. You know, and I'll continue this in the extended for the specific signs, which is going to be Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And I will go in depth in this. If you guys want to see the extended of this beautiful, I want to say phantasmic reading, you guys can go over there. You can go to www.jks1111.com, purchase the extendeds. It's a membership. It's not a one-time purchase. It's to see all the readings ever done in the history of JKS that are private readings, and free questions for yourself on my private lives, and also the extendeds of each elemental video I do. So that is a loving donation of $33.33, the Empress number of abundance. And I hope that you can contribute to this channel and to this world with these messages. And I hope that you can invest in yourself. That $33.33 is for you to find truth, healing, answers, and just some kind of peace in your life. So I hope that you are able to spend that on yourself and not a couple coffees. I hope that you guys are more worth a couple of coffees, that you can invest in yourself. But if you want to do that, please go to www.jks1111.com. All right, but that is your reading, guys. I love you so much, Earth signs. This turned like really crazy. I thought this reading was just going to be, you know, who knows? I didn't think it was going to be this, but it turned out beautiful. And I hope those of you that resonated today get to see the other version on the other side, just to get more detail to your specific Earth sign. For those of you that are watching now, this is just Earth Collective. It is the element of Taurus, Virgo, and Cappy all together merged into what this reading is. And just speaking about love and heartbreak, lots of heartbreak, Three of Swords, third party, just suffering, but also a lot of burying. Okay, so this reading was just a lot of deep, unresolved, buried issues between what feels like soulmates or twin flames. And I feel like Spirit is bringing it back up again very soon. There is going to be some kind of karmic breaking of a chain to stop this pattern and to kind of face this. And this Nine of Wands last stand is really facing the beast. And I do feel like someone here is ready to face it. But what they've been doing is, unfortunately, self-medicating, taking non-action, hiding the truth. But, you know, Spirit is relentless. Fate and destiny is relentless. And what is meant to be will be. And I know that this person feels at the bottom of the truth of this reading, that's the truth. If it's meant to be, it will be. They just have to listen to the signs and the synchronicities. In the extended, I want to get into what's going to happen in the future for these couples. So I'm going to do a collective future pool and an additional oracle about what's going to happen in the transformation. And I will be using the transformation oracle, and I will be using the moonology, the moonology oracles. So I'll be using this one for you guys to know in the future outcome. And I will be using this one, the transformation oracle. Okay, so if you're going to see me at the end, go ahead and view that. In the future, for what's to come in the next, you know, weeks to come with you and this person, or the months, I'll be using the Gilded Revere deck. Normand, what is it? Yeah, the Gilded Revere Lenormand, excuse me. Okay, for a placement of what's going to be happening here in the future. So those are going to happen for the general collective. Okay, when I get into each sign, I am going to use the Magical Herb Oracle for, you know, Taurus, Virgo, Cappy, just to see what needs to be healed, okay, and what is being healed in each sign. And then I'm going to use normal tarot. So I'll be using this one, which is the normal Rider-Waite, okay, as far as each zodiac sign, getting into what's going on with you guys individually. So if you guys want to see what's going on individually, please go ahead and tune in. All right. At the end of that extended, for the collective group, you know, just for watching the video, I will be doing an additional oracle, which will probably be this one, which is the Circle Manchetti. And it's just, what do you need to know? So at the end of the video, what do you need to know? We'll be picking one of these beautiful messages for the viewer. Okay. So anyways, I hope to see you guys on the other side. I love you so much. Remember, like I always say, this love, this life, this reading is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming. We're going to swim through this. It's part of the energy. It's beautiful though. Gosh, I hate to move on from this. It's so beautiful. I'll see you guys on the other side. Be well. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button on the way out, or the subscribe if you haven't yet already. And the bell icon so you know when I'm coming live. I greatly appreciate that. May you be blessed on your journey, in your walk. And I love you all full heart for being my supporters and watching this video through. Thank you, Markers. Thank you, Patrice. Thank you, Sammy, for your patience. Thank you, everyone else, for watching and tuning in. Thank you, Sunval. Thank you, everybody. And have a wonderful, beautiful day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye-bye. Oh, one more thing. Please don't forget that the 11/11 is coming up, and if you want to get in line for that, you can. But I'm answering minis for 11/11 on the 11th of March. Just giving you a heads up. Okay? I love you guys. And if you want to do anything like that, donations or otherwise, you can donate to Cash App. All right? And that's below in the description box. All right? Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.